Thank you, How to Web, for inviting us to present, and very nice to meet everyone. I am a co-founder of SuperOkay. Together with my business partner Radu, we've been running a digital agency for 7 years, and this has given us ample opportunity to become painfully familiar with the problems of this business. Basically, there are a lot of cash leaks and there are a lot of efficiency leaks. According to our research, about 92% of all fixed cost projects go over time and over budget. This is generally by an average of 30%. And if you do the math, this takes you to $30 billion pounds actually in lost revenue per year. So we have created SuperOkay in order to plug some of these leaks and help the agency business become more efficient and make more money. Agencies have historically been resistant to virtualize their client relationships because they don't want to give their clients another job to do. So while project management apps have progressed a lot and we all are using Slack and Asana and so on, agencies are still using spreadsheets and documents and emails to agree what they're going to do with their clients. So we've created SuperOkay, an app that will keep track of scope, budgets, and deadlines. It will help agencies to make briefs, estimates, and proposals, all using reusable blocks so that they never have to do the same work twice and work much less for a much better result. And finally, to get instant client approvals on scope changes and other details of the project. It is needless to say the benefits are significant and many. We launched this product, an MVP, 2 weeks ago, and on the day of launch, to our surprise, we got hunted by Chris Messina and we climbed to number 2 in Product Hunt. We got 400 new signups just from this launch, and of these people, we retained 2 weeks later over 100 users. What has been the biggest surprise is the overwhelming feedback and praise from our users. You have to remember, these are people that are generally project managers, freelancers, they run their own agencies. So they are exactly the kind of people that are best equipped to give us feedback. Some of them actually did design suggestions and send us wireframes on what new features they would like. The conversation is incredibly rich and engaged, and needless to say, we are so excited. So these are some of the features that SuperOkay covers right now. And coming up in the future, we're going to have a few very powerful components, taking the relationship from the contract stage. At the moment, the scope of the contract is completely disconnected from what happens in the project. So we're going to create rolling scope contracts where you agree ahead of time that you will agree in stages what you're going to do in the project, so that you can first get informed, discuss the details, and then have a meaningful agreement from your client on what you're going to do, how long it's going to take, and how much it's going to cost. In addition to this, we're going to have collaboration features where you would be able to get input from the members of your team and pass it on to the client in a very accurate and timely fashion. And it would also help you to potentially bring in contracts on a per project basis, or maybe you're a group of freelancers and you can use SuperOkay as a storefront and come across as an agency that is capable to take on a bigger project than just one person. We will later on implement payments and invoicing. This is known to be a great revenue generator in the SaaS business. And integrations with some of the most powerful project management tools and other tools that agencies are already using.
Time is almost off. Make sure you end up your...
Yes, and the final word is a great hooray to our team, which is a team of 8 players. Cătălin Dima has built basically an entire app on his own, and when we sent it to professional testing, they couldn't find one bug. It's solid as a rock, it's secure as can be, and we're raising 500K. Oh, and we're hiring. We're looking for someone to work with Cătălin, which we cannot even say what a fantastic privilege it's going to be.
Thanks for being
part of our awesome team.
We're also glad to have you on board in this edition. Let's hear out what the jury members have to say about this. So open for Jaco is the first, and then we move on to Raya, and we'll take some other, Cătălin, for example. So Jaco.
Sorry, music.
Yeah, it's okay now.
First of all, of course, I loved your exit picture. With the fueling. We're happy to do that anytime. But then 2 questions. One is there seem to be a lot of startups or websites that are geared towards professionals that would like to advertise themselves. So a lot of marketplaces, etc. So what would you consider your competition? What is now your unique thing here?
So the market we're addressing is at the moment 90% using tools which are not fit for the purpose that they need, which is to clarify their relationship with their client. They're using antiquated tools like spreadsheets, or they're adapting tools like Asana and Notion to run their client relationships. And there are a couple of apps which are starting to come up in the US, which are quite competent. And one of them is Bonsai, another one is Go Brief. These are the people that we look at and admire, and we plan to do something which is equal or better than them. They are very small competitors. All of them have been launched within the last year or 2, and they're all developing just as we are.
Okay. Well, so speed is of the essence, I guess. Yeah.
Speed is of the essence, yeah. And
all for the moment. We move on to Raya. Raya.
I wanted to ask: do you have any paying customers out of the 130?
We just started to get some paying customers in the last few days, so I think we have maybe 4 or 5.
Okay, because that's really the proof of the pudding, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna get there, and fast.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now let's quickly move on to Raya. Raya, the floor is yours now. Please ask your question to Maria.
Hi, Maria. Thanks for the presentation. Very quick question from my side. What is your customer acquisition strategy? How do you plan, because you're targeting smaller players, how do you plan to attract them, convert them, and all of that? Just a bit more information on that front.
At the moment, we're still perfecting the product. So we already have a product users love, but we need to love it more. And we are working with growth specialists. I'm working with one of the partners, the 500 startups, at devising very creative user acquisition strategies. We will give people the opportunity to bring contractors into the app, therefore making them users and customers for us. And we also have a play for the client side, where the client would reach out to agencies to get quotes and then compare the quotes and also bring agencies onto the platform. So there's quite a few network effects that we are looking to capture. And also partnerships, online marketing, all the traditional ways.
Just one super quick, how many users are you aiming to have by the end of the year?
We have this model. It's probably around.
We can follow up with that. That's all right. Let's move on to the
mark, something like that.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Definitely, this could end up in meetings that are longer than that. We move on to Cătălin. He had a question prior to this, and please raise a hand who else wants to ask a question so I can see. Cătălin, you're next.
Yep. So just to continue on what was discussed already, when will you reach break even? Have you made any estimations? And another question: you said that you need for 500K. Can you develop on what are the needs that you have now, and in what will you invest those 500K? Thanks.
So for us, the path is very clear. We will talk to our users, perfect product market fit until it becomes incredibly powerful. And then we will put money into user acquisition, and we will try to make those user acquisition methods as efficient as possible. This is going to happen when we will feel comfortable with our product market fit. Of the 500K, our operation costs are extremely low. We have a very efficient team. So I would say 400 of the 500K will go towards user acquisition when we have the product market fit that we are happy with.
Thank you. And
break even probably this time next year if we do not amp up like some kind of operational break even, but we will probably not reach it because we will just amp up our user acquisition cost.